not tuned into Somewhere in the Middle with Soonie and Mo.
Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay.
Hey, dying on the beat.
I got so many ops.
Everywhere I go, I
got so many ops.
so many ops.
I know they plotting against me. I know it's hate, they wanna kill me, but please don't tempt me, cause I got so many glocks. Hey, ain't none of them empty. Jesus said they would hate me too. That's how I know it's envy. I got so many ops.
I know they're plotting again. Am I frozen? I think I am.
Well, I don't see your
Wow.
cameras. What I don't see. Look at
I don't even know
this.
if y'all can hear me.
Somebody, we can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I don't see nothing.
Okay, redo the refresh that you taught me.
This lady said, "Do the refresh that you taught me."
Yeah, let me tell you guys, what would our show be without technical difficulties?
don't
What
ever
would it
have
be?
I don't.
This is
understand why it's
usually
doing
me
this.
right. It's usually me that's messing up.
Bruh.
They want to. You know what's weird is I see you on YouTube, but I don't see you on my computer on the studio.
So you can see me moving on YouTube.
Yeah, I can see. Oh wait, hold on. No, I see me. You're frozen.
Okay.
How about everybody in the comments? Let's light up the comments with, is Soonie frozen or is Soonie moving on your side? What
Am
is
I
Soonie
good?
doing? What is Soonie doing today? That's what we really need to know.
All right. I think I'm going.
She
down,
black.
Fraser.
Literally,
Down,
she
go.
black. Barbara said, I so needed a show to listen to. I'm just tired. Left a job because I'm just tired. Well, dang. Thank you for joining us, Barbara. We're happy to be your entertainment for the night. Everybody's saying Soonie is frozen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. While we're waiting for Soonie to come back, give us a like on this video. Make sure you share it with everybody so we can get this algorithm up. JC, welcome. I don't see any topics in the description. That's because we didn't put them in there, baby. If you saw the thumbnail, it says Karen. Don't be a Karen. So that should tell you what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff. We're not just going to talk about Karen. So don't worry about it. We always have a good show. What up, Birdman? When you gonna be on? I'm on right now. I can hear, but camera. Oh, you're talking to Soonie. Okay. Gotcha. What's up, Preston James? Welcome to the show. That's a new name I haven't seen before. Everybody's still saying Soonie's frozen. So, yeah, we're always having technical difficulties up in here. Oh, you know what? Let me turn off that QR code. Y'all don't want that. She looks like she's back in here. There she is.
I'm back. I don't know what
She's
happened.
back.
Anyways, down went
She's
Fraser and down went Soonie, but I'm back.
That's right. That's right. Awesome. Well,
Down goes Fraser.
let's just pretend like that didn't happen. We start fresh. We start fresh.
Okay.
Because we are fresh. It's Friday. It's Friday.
It's Friday. It's Saturday for me.
Yes.
I don't have that Friday vibe anymore. Yesterday I did, but it's Saturday
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
certain
true.
feeling you get on Friday when you're like, oh, bro, I can go to bed whenever I want. I can wake
Mhm.
up whenever I want.
Mm-hmm.
And
You know what?
Wake up at 6. Anybody else still do that? I'm up at 5 o'clock.
Same here. Well, we both are because we talk to each other. But that's the beauty of doing what we do. Like we don't when I was working like a 9-to-5 job in a corporate world, and shout out to anybody who does that because I know the struggle. But you literally were like counting down Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right? Like I don't do that now.
No.
Every day. People think because you don't work a 9-to-5 job that every day is a weekend for you.
No,
It's more
not.
like every day is a weekday for you because you
Yeah.
don't know where it starts and stops.
Yeah.
So.
No. You know, my husband, what is it with men trying to give advice on laundry? What is it?
Oh gosh.
That's like an ongoing trend. It happened with Uncle Sad on Instagram. He wanted to have a fold off
Yeah.
and epically failed. But I had all the laundry laid out. I had just finished doing like loads of laundry that day. I was chilling, right?
Yeah.
And he says, you know, you make it easier on yourself if you did like laundry 3 times a week. And I'm just looking. I didn't say a word.
Listen,
But
I'm
I'm
always
just
doing
in
laundry.
this, I'm like sitting in this state of, do you know how many times I wash clothes a week?
Let me tell you something Uncle said if you're watching. Learn to fold a towel, okay? See, I even have a towel here because most stay doing laundry. I stay doing laundry. Look at this. Said talk about you need the S curve. If you guys were watching Instagram live, what, like 2 nights ago, Soonie and Said were literally having a fold off. Soonie had her laundry laid out in the bed. Said was pulling towels because he's a bachelor. He doesn't have a whole lot of laundry. He's pulling towels out. He's trying to show Soonie how he folds his bed corners. It was hilarious. And then people were like, we should have a fold off like on live and see who has the best fold game.
Dude, it's just amazing. But I just said, you know what? Okay, babe, you're right. Like, I already wash laundry 4 times, 3 times a week, sir.
Right.
It's
In my
never
sleep.
done. It's never
In
done.
my sleep.
And then he told me, he's like, man, when you went away for that week, dude, there was like a pile of laundry and it took me days to do. And I'm sitting here like, I will fold
Mhm.
that laundry in a couple, episodes of Degrassi. It's going to be done.
Facts. In a couple episodes of Degrassi.
It was so funny, man. It was funny.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
you. It was
I
hilarious.
mean, listen, my middle name is Laundry.
I hate doing laundry. I really do. I feel like I'm folding something every single day.
Yeah, I know. It never ends. I don't think I ever have a day that goes by that my laundry doesn't have my dryer doesn't have something, my washing machine doesn't have something.
All the ladies in the chat, all the wives, I'm sure you can relate to never
Right.
being done with laundry, especially if you still got young kids. Like, I just did laundry and their basket is full. Like, what did you wear and where did you go? Because I go everywhere with you. You don't do anything without me. So, where did all these pieces of laundry come from?
I know. My
So
kid, if
annoying.
they're anything like my kids, they try stuff on or put stuff on for 2.5 seconds and
Put it
then
in dirty clothes.
put it in the dirty or on the floor because the dirty clothes is a little too hard to get to for them. You see what I'm saying? Like they drop it next to it because it's just a little too much more effort, you know? JC in the chat wants to know who our celebrity crush is. His is Lisa Bonet.
Mine is my husband.
Oh God, you're so
he's
not
a celebrity
fun.
because he's attached to me.
You're so not fun.
We're like D-list celebrities.
Okay, I'm gonna show y'all my celebrity crush. For all you people out there that think I'm a white supremacist, no. Let me tell you, Mr. Idris Elba.
Oh, he's too dark. He's too dark.
No, what do you mean? I can't. We can't have this conversation.
It's okay.
No, look at this. Look at this gorgeous man. Come on, ladies in the chat. Come on. Tell me this man ain't gorgeous. Tell me we don't want Idris as the next James Bond. Yes, we
want
do.
him as the next James Bond, but that's about it.
Yes. Ooh, Idris Elba. All right.
Can't believe
you know,
this
like
lady.
when we talk about food, my mouth waters. When I talk about Idris Elba, my mouth waters.
Thank you, Red Bull. Thank you. She's the only one who understands my pain in here.
Whatever.
Pass. What are our topics tonight, Mo? What are we talking about?
Well, you wanted to talk about some Karens, and you've had a few interactions this week.
I have.
There was we didn't really officially say we wanted to talk about this. Yes, thank you, fam. That man is fine. Yes, he is. He's gorgeous. Shout out to all the Dark Brothers. Okay. I don't think you really said you wanted to talk about this, but you had an interaction with a white woman online that was an interesting interaction. I want to talk about that because you and I had a really fascinating discussion about this because I hate talking about race and Soonie always makes me talk about it.
Fine.
But what's your favorite Karen of the week? Do you have one?
Marjorie Taylor Greene, by far. she took the cake. I said this heifer. Somebody needs to listen. Somebody needs to take her voice box and phone away for just a couple months.
Yeah.
You need to sit down, bitch.
Which part of her statements today? Yeah, exactly. Because she's made a few. First, she's articles of impeachment on Joe Biden for the 20th time. Yes. She said being called a white supremacist is like being called the N-word.
That's what took the cake.
Make that make sense.
That's not white. Look, that's that white fragility that people be talking about. I'm just. She took me out with that. She really took me out with that.
Did you understand it though? Because I'm
No.
still trying to understand.
No. How do you even make that comparison? Like, it's not linear. We can't connect the dot because you went from the West Coast to South America and then tried to say that this was a route to get to the East Coast. That's what happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
And-
a
and-
detective drew a line all the way over here to West Bumblefuck, and that's got something to do with this over here.
She's crazy, man. She's out of control. They gotta rein her in. I'm telling you what, they have got to rein her in.
Look, dude, this.
You want me to play the video?
No, this is gonna be a good show. I wanna open up with a laugh because I do feel like a lot of people are gonna be bothered by what I have to say today, and that's okay. Because we're already starting to get these. Oh God, are you a liberal now? What did I say makes me liberal? Like, please.
Yeah.
Please
I said the same thing though. No, I'm not a liberal.
Please pinpoint what was said that triggered you to say that. Before we start though, guys, because we got a fun show today. We're going to discuss culture, politics, entertainment, everything imaginable, the Karens of the week. And I'm going to do an update on something that I was actually wrong about. Allegedly.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm necessarily wrong. I think there's more information coming to the pot that changes the story for the Karen New York. Because I was definitely going in on Karen of New York.
Oh, the bike one?
Yeah. I'm still going to go in on her because, we're going to get to it. But we have to react to this video. Go ahead.
And the bike one is kind of new to me because I saw just the post about it, but I haven't seen the full video.
Yeah.
So it'll be kind of like a Mo Reacts. I kind of want to talk about Sam Britton. If y'all remember Sam Britton, he was the bald national defense, I don't know what, of Biden's cabinet.
Yeah.
And y'all remember we covered that story where he got in trouble for like
Luggage,
stealing
right?
people's luggage at the airport because he's a tranny and he likes to cross dress. So he was arrested. Like he's been arrested now. Like it's serious business. So we're going to talk about that story.
Ooh.
I also, since we're allowed to talk about this now, we want to talk about the jab. One of the jabs has been taken off the shelf.
What can we say what it is, or we have to wait?
It's Johnson & Johnson, but we're going to talk about this.
Wasn't that the first one that had all the issues though?
I think it was Johnson & Johnson. And was it Moderna? What was the three? So it was Johnson & Johnson, Moderna, Pfizer.
Yeah.
Pfizer was the other one. And then the thing with the CDC basically saying people who were put on ventilators that pretty much killed everybody. That
didn't we say that?
Yes. I have questions about that. So like when we get to that, I have a lot of questions, and I hope there's some experts here in the chat that can help me because
we got questions.
I have questions. We got some questions. The other thing I wanted to talk about.
Uh-oh, I'm scared.
And I didn't mention this. No, you don't be scared. So I was seeing the other day that Ursher got a doctorate degree, and now Black China is getting a doctorate degree, right? So all of Black Twitter is like losing their minds because they're like, yes, bitch, you got a doctor. You a doctor now. Ursher, Dr. Ursher.
Of what? Of what?
Do these people not know that these are honorary degrees and you can, we'll talk about how they got the degrees when we get to the topic, but they're making a little too much of this. And at least Black China kept it real. When she talked about it, I'll play the video when she talked about it. At least she kept it real. That's all I got to say.
I guess.
Give me a doctorate.
I guess. Let me get one too. Shoot.
Yeah, I want to get one.
Rest in peace, by the way. Jim Brown, which is one of the greatest NFL players of all time. He died today. 87 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Jim Brown passed away. R.I.P. to that guy. I actually do.
R.I.P. Legend.
For real. I love football. So I know Mo doesn't look. Mo don't really give a shit about football, but this is like, damn. Man, I can't believe he died. Rest in peace, man.
Legend.
We got a funny video for y'all.
I'm gonna look.
What'd you say?
I don't gotta like football to like
I had to
appreciate
take a shot.
greatness now.
Let me have my shot. You don't like football. You don't like football.
Hmm. I don't know.
Rest in
Who do
peace.
he
Moment of
play?
silence for Jim Brown.
I was gonna say, didn't he play for the Raiders or no?
No.
I thought he did at one point.
No. I've never known.
I mean,
Look, if James he said James Brown. Don't call him that. Listen, man. Rest in
played
peace
for
to
the
Jim Brown.
he
Prayers to
probably
his
had it because
family.
he played for the Cleveland Browns. So you had his name and his team mixed up. You like how I did that? Shut up, Soonie.
I didn't do anything. Anyways, laugh at this funny video.
Oh gosh, prepare
Hi, my
yourself.
name is Tanya Massey, and I'm a backslider. Y'all pray for me. Bible said the fool makes the minds out of God. He's nothing to be played with. And food and heart says there's no God, but God is real. I used to come home drunk from school, laying up with men, out there prostituting, having oral sex with my mouth, licking men's balls.
I'm dead. Licking these balls. I used to have
having
sex
oral
with my
sex with my mouth.
Oh my lord. You didn't
I'm
play it
not
all the way
making fun of-
through.
Yes, I did.
You didn't play it. No,
Yes, I
because the
did.
dude is like, anybody else got a testimony? The pastor said, next.
Okay, here. We'll do an encore. Bro,
We'll
this
do an
video
encore if you
kills
missed
me.
it. Joey said, what was that?
Thank you. Amen. Remember you in prayer. Anyone else have a word from the Lord, a testimony of God?
And she said, we lift you up in prayer. Way up. Okay. They ushered her off that stage
They
so
got her off
quick.
the stage.
That guy came. It was like security. He came quick behind her. That was so funny.
He went from this to this to this real quick. He said, "Oh, whoa, we can't be having this." What you about to say?
Yeah. Some of y'all didn't catch it because she's a little hard to understand at the beginning. I don't know what she was saying at the beginning, but she then goes into the fact that she was basically she had her hoish ways back in the day, and she was saved by the
Back in
Lord.
the days, man.
Back in the days.
Why can't
Yeah.
I? This is gonna irritate me. Anyways, let's get into
So
the show.
let's talk about a Karen. Let's talk about a Karen.
Can we please talk about Marjorie Taylor Greene deciding to make a total ass out of herself? She
Let's talk about it.
For some reason, I can't play this via Chrome. So I'm going to send you this link really quick. And can you open it? Please. Actually, no. Let's start with the truth first. You ready? Because once we have to watch that video first, then we're going to watch her play Karen. And I'm learning that this is a real thing with white women. I only see it, I'm not going to say only, from what I could see, I don't see no other race of people doing this. And it seems to be the white folks. And I don't really know why. I don't really understand why. I don't know why.
Oh, here we go.
Watch this.
Why are you always blaming it on white?
Where are the migrant
What
children?
kids?
You guys
We're
lost
accepting them. We love
No,
them.
you've lost
We
them.
love the migrant children. Why we lost them?
You can't find them.
What are you
That's
talking
your
about? What are you
restriction.
talking about?
Yeah, migrant children missing.
No, we don't know the news. I don't know. That's Fox News. That's Fox
Let me tell you
Listen,
something,
I need you to
Jamal.
save
Not
the
very
party.
Yelling, shouting, raising his voice. He has aggressive, his physical mannerisms are aggressive. And I am concerned about it. I feel threatened by him.
Nigga, what? Bitch, what? Why? What did he do that was threatening, Mo? What
I
did he
don't
do that
know.
was
Who was
threatening?
she talking to? Who was she talking to? Who was
Jamal,
that guy?
Jamal Bowman.
I didn't see.
Jamal Bowman.
Okay. I don't know what he did that was threatening, but see, she's that type of woman that will call out sexual abuse or I was Me Too'd in a second because of some BS. Like she's so annoying for somebody on our, like, I'm sorry, she just annoys me. And I'm gonna tell you what she looks like.
Listen, let's start with this still here. She is pointing in his face. A woman threatened. Would you be pointing in a man's face? And this man is sitting here like, hey, chill, bro. Why you got your fingers in my face? You doing all this? What you gonna do? Where did he threaten you, ma'am? Where did he?
I don't know.
You,
she
ma'am?
looks like the aggressor. She looks like the aggressor.
He was aggressive, and I felt threatened. Marjorie Taylor Greene is a Karen. This is a clear cut shut. This is it. Look,
clear cut.
How threatened? How threatened? How Sway?
Look at the lady in the red dress behind him. She's like, I'm about
World
to go
star.
Look at all these people with their cell phones. Look at this.
Wait. Look at what she just did. Bro, look at what she just did. Look at her hand.
What'd she do?
Look at her hand.
What'd she do?
She did this.
Oh.
You know what that means as a woman.
What does it mean? Get away from me.
Yeah, like, nigga, shut up. Whatever.
I doubt she said the N-word.
She did in her head. For her to make, we got to play that other, I'm going to give you the video so you can play the other part of her comparing it to the N-word. Come on.
Okay. Hey, before we go there, does anybody else think she looks like this character from Lion King?
Don't do Rafiki like that.
Dude, she looks like she has those Rafiki cheekbones.
Dang, bro. That is so disrespectful. What did Rafiki do to you?
I'm just saying. She looks like Rafiki to me. I can't stand her face.
Damn. You gotta do my favorite Disney character like that.
I'm sorry. I just have to say it. Y'all will see when we play the next clip. You're going to now focus on her face and remember that I said she looked like Rafiki.
Dang, bro.
Yeah.
You did Rafiki wrong.
Yeah.
He's
so you want me to play
the wise one in that movie.
You want me to play the next video?
The one where she's on stage explaining how calling someone a white supremacist is the same as calling them. Yes. I need that. Please.
All right, let's play it. Let's play it. Let me share first, because you know how Instagram be going right in. Oh, there's something in there I needed to share with y'all. Is it sharing the?
You don't have the audio on.
You can't. You can't hear it.
When you let boomers get on the internet. Shh! Don't tell nobody.
Shut up! Don't tell nobody. Okay, here we go. Oh, come on.
There, he vehicle I was sitting in. But I will tell you what's on video is Jamal Bowman shouting at the top of his lungs, cursing, calling me a horrible, calling me a white supremacist, which I take great offense to. That is like calling a person of color the N-word, which should never happen. Calling me a white supremacist is equal to that, and that is wrong.
Listen.
She said equal. No.
Marjorie.
You're
not helping the Republicans, Marjorie. They need to go ahead and pull your coattail and tell you to sit the fuck down. Like, you are not helping the Republican Party. You're not. And the fact, look, I feel like every black conservative needs to make an example of her. This, I'm sorry, is a clear case of someone being a Karen. He didn't threaten you. There was no threatening manner. You got brolic and started pointing, and you said some dumb shit, and now you look crazy.
Yeah.
You look crazy.
Not to mention, she loves to hang with the boys, and she likes to pretend like she's this badass. So if you're going to do that, then you got to be able to handle a little confrontation. And that's all that was.
He was yelling at the top of his lungs.
Yeah. She's being dramatic. Donald says he loves Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Right, because a lot of people look. Can I just be honest with y'all? Can I be honest with you guys? You guys like anybody who sucks Trump off. Mic drop.
Did y'all hear when Primetime Stein outed Marjorie Taylor Greene about how he had sex with her? Didn't he say he had sex with her?
For being a thottie?
Oh, that she was a thottie, yeah.
She was a thought. She was thotting and bopping.
Yes.
She was
yes.
licking on them balls.
Having sex with a mouth.
Having oral sex with her mouth. That's what she doing.
Yeah. Yep. Deborah
Come
says
on,
she's
bro.
making us look bad.
Marjorie Taylor Greene is the conservatives' Karen edition. That's what this show's about. And she's making you guys look bad. And if black conservatives don't come out and be like, yo, take a break, sit down, it's not that deep. Someone called you a white supremacist. Nah. This is what bothers me. People on this side will say, don't allow that word to dictate and control you, right? Don't allow that word to do that. But the second you're called a racist or a white supremacist, you want to cry. I can't take her serious.
Yeah. That's my only problem with her. I just can't take her serious. I don't have a lot of respect for her. But let's talk about something that can be perceived as good, which is she has introduced articles of impeachment against Joe Biden. Her statement was, it is with the highest amount of solemnity, do the stupid ass English language, that I announced my intention to introduce articles of impeachment today on the head of this America at Last executive branch that has been working since January 20th, 2021 to systematically destroy this country. The President of the United States, Joseph Robinette Biden. I didn't know his middle name was Robinette.
You late.
Okay. So the firebrand congresswoman said Biden should be removed from office because he has failed to secure the border and has deliberately compromised our national security by refusing to enforce immigration laws and secure our border. Green berated Biden for permitting approximately 6 million illegals from over 170 countries, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that's the only reason he should be impeached. You could do better than that. After everything they came through with why they should impeach Trump, you couldn't do better than the border crisis. I mean, it's a big problem, but Biden has fucked up in a lot more places than that. Like, you couldn't come with a whole list of everything.
You know
Like,
how many
1, 2,
times
3,
she's
4, 5?
introduced articles of impeachment?
I think like 3 times now.
And where have they gone?
Well, because as this article says, it's the intent to introduce. She hasn't, I'm assuming, hasn't actually done it.
Either way, this is called political grandstanding. This is what candidates do when they need you to vote for them, okay? Because she's not doing shit. Marjorie Taylor Greene is taking up space, bumping lip, having sex. What is she doing? Like, just please tell me.
Yeah.
What pieces of legislation has she co-authored, pushed through? Where has she worked with Democrats on any of this stuff? It's political grandstanding. Like, you're not doing anything. If you're not working to make deals just like these people are on the other side to get legislation passed, then I don't want to hear from you. Shut up, sit down, repeal the 19th. This is an example of a woman who needs to be nowhere near the political arena. Get out. Vote her out, please.
Get out right now. It's the end of you and me. Oh, man. Come on, girl. That's your favorite song, isn't it, Soonie?
This is one of my favorite songs growing up, yeah. I
love
JoJo.
fan. Love it.
She's the only white woman that I will listen to sing. I'll listen to her sing R&B.
And you were listening to Ariana Grande.
That's those the only two. And she doesn't sing R&B. That's pop.
Oh, is it? Okay, my bad.
Yeah. Look at you. Don't even know your genres. You're over there messing up.
You know, one day we should probably show people the website. You can go to congress.gov and you can see anybody who works in Congress. You can see all the bills that they have authored, co-sponsored, or voted against. And just, for funsies, like go through and just take a look at some of the stuff she's been doing.
Go look. Because it's absolutely nothing.
It's very...
Hello, Governor. Let's look
at
Marjorie Taylor Greene's track record, and there's a big fat 0 on it.
Yes, that's right. Go. If you guys are interested, go to www.congress.gov, type in Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, and you can see all that information on there. You should always do that. When you're voting for people, this is where you should go to see. Right?
G'day, mate. Yes.
G'day, mate. All right. Is that the last of that
All right.
topic?
All right. I'm being silly. We have one more Karen topic, and it's a topic that I have to come back and correct myself on. Although I do think that this woman is a total, I think she's batshit crazy. Okay. And the lady I'm talking about is the New York medical worker who was on the bike. And all we see is a short clip of her fighting with some black students. Now, of course, I don't care that they're black. I care about her behavior. Her behavior alone still makes her a Karen because she faked so motherfucking hard. So hard.
Let's see. Do you have a video?
I don't have the video.
Oh, damn.
It's on my page if you want to pull it up. But I do have the article here. There's an update to this entire incident. Allegedly, she reserved the bike before those guys. And according to her, which is the pregnant NYC worker, I have not seen where her name has been released. Actually, no, it's right there. Sarah Comey. Sarah Comrie. Okay.
Me? Comrie? Did she cut out again? Damn it, Soonie. Soonie and that cheap ass internet. Soonie's gone. Soonie is gone. I'm trying to find the video of this chick. Let's go take a look at it on Soonie's page while we wait for Soonie to come back. Hold on 1 second. Anybody else have problems finding Soonie? Because I always type in Soonie instead of literally not Soonie Blanks or whatever her new profile is. Let's see. I'm going to pull up her page here. Okay. Let's go take a gander at Soonie's Instagram. We're going to play this video. All right.
That was so dumb.
Is this it right here?
Go down.
This one.
No. That's right there.
Yeah, this one right here.
I think there's a delay.
Help! Help me! Please help me!
That's your bike.
Please help me!
It's not your bike.
Please help me! Help! Please get off me!
Hey, what the fuck is going on, bro?
Please get off me!
Yo, don't take it, bro. Now you're not getting the bike, bro.
Hey, now you're not getting the bike. Help!
You're not getting
Get
the bike.
off,
I'm
dude.
not. Why you took his phone? What's wrong with you? You're
Don't
not touching his phone. Do not touch his phone. I'm not touching you. You putting your stomach on my hand.
Help!
Dude, stop. No, dude, stop. No. I said no. I said sit down.
Please help me!
She's just crying.
You're not crying. I got
Stupid.
I got your
My
video.
bike.
I'm
Drunk.
Wait, you pulled it out? Hey, Hassan, you pulled it out? Hassan,
I don't give a fuck.
Hassan, you pulled it out?
This is my bike. It's on my account. Please move.
All right, so why don't we reset the bike?
I'm not resetting the bike.
It's his.
Reset it. I'm gonna pull it out on your.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Wow.
So that's the initial video. The backstory is she rented the bike as well. All right. They're saying she has receipts to show that the bike was actually hers. Now, this is according to her lawyers. Also, according to her, these men just came up on her and said, "This is not your bike." Took the bike, pushed it back on, and she somehow 1 minute later could just book it immediately. The story has holes in it, but they're trying to paint her as a victim. She's not a victim to me. She's still a Karen. The way she acted, come on.
Yeah. It is definitely sus. And you know me, like, I don't like that it picks up where it picks off or picks up where it picks up because, you know, I want to know what transpired before here. Like, I need to know the full story. It just seems like, first of all, her reaction at the beginning where she's like, help. And then like she's like screaming out. It almost gives the vibes like, are they all in on it together? I don't understand. Like, what is going on? But then I saw somebody said she paid for the bike and these guys were supposedly trying to take the bike. But then you hear the guy say,
Allegedly.
I paid for it. Yeah. The guy said, I paid for it. And they're not acting crazy. She's the only one acting crazy.
Dude. In fact, you can even hear them trying to reason with her on the video, right? Where they're saying, if she takes the bike and she doesn't like, how do we know she's not going to go do nothing crazy with it? It's on his account. I can see why they didn't want to let the bike go. Just go rent another one. Like,
wow.
The entire situation is stupid. But according to her lawyers, she took the bike out first. She had some sort of scuffle with them. And that allegedly makes her not a Karen anymore. She's still Karen by definition. You try to put on those fake tears to get some sympathy, to get your way, and then you try to use your fetus, aka unborn child, to also get your way. And then you fake cried. That's what did it for me. It was the fake cry.
Yeah, at the end. It was really fake. It was really fake. Now, I haven't watched Candace did a video, but I haven't watched it. She said, I changed my mind. America is a racist country.
That's called clickbait.
But I don't know. Let's see. But she says, why I haven't recently changed my mind regarding America's racism problems. Plus, Taylor Swift has been, or whatever. She's always talking about.
Can I tell you what she's going to say before she says it?
Tell me. Let's make a prediction and then I'll watch it. Okay.
Okay. My prediction for Candace's take on this is a woman could literally have rented a bike and the lawyer corroborates this story and still be labeled a Karen because she feels threatened. Allegedly, they took the bike from her.
You got to say
That's
okay.
what I think. Okay? Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. Okay. Hold on. I got to try it. So you guys, thank you. So my son got into the mead making business.
Mead? What the hell
and
is
he
that?
made his own, mead, wine. It's like, what is wine?
Honey wine.
Honey wine.
Okay.
My son is over here making alcohol. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it. Did you do something different to it?
I put a little bit of sugar in there and then I put ice in it.
You took a sip.
Yeah.
Let me see you drink
I took a sip.
Wine.
Well, you don't drink wine. You sip wine. Like you're not like, you don't chug it.
Drink that wine. Tell me we sip.
It is. It's dry. It's really, really good.
She ain't even got no solo.
I bought you. I'm not First of all, I'm not drinking this like street style. Okay, like
damn.
You want me to put it in a paper bag while I'm at it?
Damn. I felt the shot.
Dang. Look at Red Pill said, my son is making wine too. That's awesome.
That is cool.
So he bought this kit online to make a kit, like a mead making kit online. And it took a month, Evan. A month. The wine sat and like fermented. And he like created the flavor and everything. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Shout out to Evan on the wine.
We shall see. We shall see how good it is, depending on how drunkety drunk I am by the end of the show. Because it's strong.
Lord.
It's really strong.
I'm scared. Y'all pray for me.
Don't be scared.
I don't know what she's gonna do.
Yeah, it's all right.
Now that we got the Karens out of the way, those were two situations that I gave the Karen title justifiably.
Okay.
Deserve it, right?
Okay.
But now there are more.
You want me
to talk about what? Do I want you to what?
Well, let me talk about Sam Britton, since he's kind of a Karen because he's a guy wanting to be a chick.
Who is Sam Britton? Oh, never mind. I'm like, who is that?
The bald guy.
Yeah, go ahead.
The bald guy. Okay, so if you guys, let me just show you a picture really quick of Sam Britton, and then I'll read you. You know, Mo, I like to read you the articles to give you guys a little bit of backstory, and then we discuss. But here's Sam Britton. Y'all read Britton? Yeah. He's a real beaut. Okay. All right. So let me tell you. So this is an article from the New York Post. Non-binary ex-Biden nuclear official Sam Britton arrested for being a fugitive from justice. Okay. So Sam Britton, 35, was taken into custody at their home at their home, because we don't subscribe to his or her. He's non-binary. So at their home in Rockville, Maryland at 10 p.m. Wednesday night by the Montgomery Police Department. Britton is currently in custody pending charges of grand larceny stemming from allegations of stolen property at the Ronald Reagan National Airport, which is what we talked about on this show when he, stole people's luggage and he was wearing their clothes. A lawyer, Tanzanian fashion designer. This is the person who had their clothes stolen. Asia Thompson later told the Post that the charges are related to her missing suitcase. Arrest records show that Britton, who is non-binary and uses they pronouns, was arrested on the 700 block of College Parkway as a fugitive from justice. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, the investigation is pending, okay? Ladies and gentlemen,
this is Biden's.
This is
handpick,
who,
by the way,
for nuclear energy, okay? This is who our president has chosen for his nuclear energy expert. Okay? He can't even figure out if he's a he, a they, a them, a their. He can't figure it out. I mean, this is this is embarrassing.
No more. Letting go. Jesus, take the wheel. When is Jesus coming back? He's got to come back. I'm tired.
I'm tired. I mean, it is a literal admit. Like, this is for real.
Mo.
Y'all, they even have a picture.
He was stealing clothes from someone else's backpack. Bro.
Listen.
Like, the nuclear expert.
This is... No, look, they got him on security camera in the airport rolling both the luggages.
Wait, that's not his?
No, those are not his. Well, one of them is his, and the other one's a stolen luggage. Look at this. Look how he come. Look how he come dressed to work.
And that's someone else's outfit that he's wearing.
Probably. Oh, I mean, I can't say for sure.
Hell no, bro.
But you know what's funny is he's walking through the airport dressed normal. Comes to work dressed like this.
This is mental illness, right? Like,
it really is.
I'm being so serious for 2 seconds. This is mental illness, right? Like, we're watching a guy steal something and then go to work in what he stole and then refer to himself as multiple people. That's mental illness, right?
Yeah, totally. Look at Pinky. She says, someone come look at this. Oh, it just lends more and more to what we were talking about with the young man who was choked out in the subway by the Marine, that mental illness really is something we need to be focusing on, because this type of thing is related to mental illness. All the LGBTQ stuff is related to mental illness. People who are shooting up schools is related to mental illness. That's where we really need to focus, people. If the president really cared about stopping this,
I don't know,
we'd focus on mental illness.
To me, that's really scary. Like, the fact that someone is walking around free and they're doing these things. I know it's just stealing, but you stole somebody else's stuff, put it on, wore it to work, and then you refer to yourself as multiple people. Like, that shit's scary. That's very scary.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Yeah. I agree.
I never really sat here and thought about it until you read that whole thing. Like, he needs help. Can somebody please help him?
And can somebody please go back and check all his work? Because Lord knows what he did on the job. Somebody needs to go through his email.
He said, go back and check his work. I like that.
Go back and check his work, man. Because you know what I mean?
But the bigger point about this is Biden. Didn't Biden place him? Wasn't that Biden's pick?
Replace him?
No. Didn't Biden select him?
No.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh yes, no, 100%. And he selected him because he had to meet a certain criteria of LGBTQers.
Listen. Don't tell nobody. Okay.
Tell me.
They all crazy.
I know.
All of them.
100%. Yo, I wanted to bring this up, Birdman. Thank you for reminding me. Okay. So I saw this on, let me just enlarge it, on the Candace Owens show. And do y'all like to take quizzes like the, like the Cosmo quiz that we used to take back in the day?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is basically a quiz to determine if you are essentially a bigot or you have microaggressions against LGBTQ people. And I thought, I need to give Soonie this quiz.
Okay.
Because now we are for sure going to know. Okay, so Soonie.
Yes.
Do you use terminology like "that's so gay"?
Yes.
Okay. Deliberately not using someone's preferred pronouns.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Making assumptions about someone based on their sexuality, gender identity, or ethnicity.
All the time.
Okay. Suggest that a person is not a real man or woman.
Yep. I do all that.
Excluding people from discussions.
I don't do that.
Okay. Accusing people of being oversensitive.
Yes.
Saying I'm not homophobic, transphobic, biphobic, but
no, I say I am. I don't hide it.
This definitely, we all know the answer to this. Keeping quiet when a microaggression is directed against someone else.
I mean,
she is the person directing a microaggression.
Shut up. You stop it.
All right.
I
I guess it's safe to say Soonie is a bigot. Soonie has hella microaggressions against the LGBTQ.
I mean, look, I wouldn't just sit by and watch them be attacked like unprovoked. No.
Yeah.
No, I would be like, bro, chill. I don't like the fact that they're a fag either, but they exist. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you're doing stuff, I just saw this video about Kevin Gates. I don't know if you guys saw it. Just saw this video about Kevin Gates. And there's this tranny who came out who is literally talking about how she tricked him until they got into the bedroom. And I said he tricked another man.
Right.
Kevin Gates, went down on this man who has had the reconstruction surgery at the bottom and stopped in the middle of him going down on this man and says, I got to ask you something. Are you a trans? That lets me know that you didn't tell him what you were up front, which is grounds for something to happen, whatever might happen.
But my next question is, so clearly this person had like their parts changed and he got down there and it just didn't look quite right.
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Oh, yuck. I'd be mad as hell.
Exactly.
If I was Kevin Gates, I can't say. At this point, I would have been like, you're a dude. I'm about to knock your lights out. I'm about to knock your lights out.
What if that happened to you with a chick? Would you fight that girl right there on site?
So if I was a lesbian and I was expecting to see vagina when I went down and I saw...
Fine. If you're a lesbian, yes. Okay? You're lesbian either way because the dude that you think that you're with is a chick.
Yeah.
But let's say that you're unsuspected. You don't know.
Oh, I'm expecting to see a penis and I go down there and see a vagina.
No, and you go down there and you see a fake one.
A fake vagina.
No, a fake penis.
Oh, a fake penis.
Yeah, so it's a trans.
No, I'm going to fight.
I don't know how to explain it.
I'm going to be upset.
You're going to fight?
Because I'll tell you this. I have seen what the fake penises, like the tranny penises look like. Yo, that looks literally like Play-Doh. Like it looks like somebody just like made a Play-Doh penis and just like on top of the skin. It is so gross. It's not a normal penis. It looks tiny. I've seen it. And the same thing with the vagina though. It doesn't look right. Like there is no question. If you go down and like they have exchanged the parts for different ones, if you can't tell the difference, then you're not experienced at all. Like this is your first time. Even still, you know what your parts are supposed to look like. I'm sorry, I don't buy it. Nope, you can't fool me. You can't fool me.
So you're
Nope.
fighting.
I'm fighting. I don't care what you are. If I'm a chick and I go down there and I want to see a penis and I see a penis where a vagina should actually be, I'm going to be like, really? I'm going to come up and be like, really? Get go. Go. You got to go. Dude, I might get violent
See,
with
look,
you down
that
there.
diplomatic
Like,
mode
I may
is
be like,
going out the window.
I'm going to be like, boop, 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 boop,
Wait, but
boop.
you're not gonna see. You're not gonna try to understand where they're coming from, or why they did that.
Absolutely not. No.
There's no understanding that needs to take place.
No understand because you bamboozled me.
Oh God, I actually like this
Okay.
conversation we're having.
But here's the other thing though.
What?
Like I probably because I'm okay, I don't want this to come out the wrong way, but I'm such a pro in this area that I am not going to have to see your thing to know that it's a real deal. Okay. I am going to figure all that out beforehand.
How, Sway? Listen,
because
gotta
people
save
who
this.
don't have no.
Okay.
Because people who don't have real penises don't get erections. So if I'm like touching down there and you're not doing nothing ain't happening.
But what if they're just not? They're just not easily enticed.
Then we're not doing anything. Like, why would I do something with you? Like, I'm not trying to go down there and it's looking like a little snail. Like, either we doing this or we're not doing this. Like, come on.
You're so funny, bro.
I'm just
All
saying,
that
what would you be mad? You be mad.
You're dying. I will say
You're
that
gonna
right
kill
here. I
somebody?
don't care. You're dying. That's rape. I have grounds to do whatever I want to do. You aggressed upon my right. I did not consent.
You're gonna be like, Soonie's gonna be like, hell, hell, like the carrot. Oh, here we go. See? I knew somebody was gonna pick up on it, and of course, it was my friend.
She did.
He said, "Did Mo say she's a
I put
pro?"
my
I didn't
head
mean it
down.
like that.
I put my head down. I didn't say nothing.
I mean, all I'm saying is I have
Why
seen
are we
a
both
few.
Mo? Like, why am I you? No, look.
I don't know.
We both have the same name.
Oh, on the bottom, it does say that. Nobody called that out.
Oh.
Damn.
You're over there giving me
Okay.
dirty looks. I was being for real.
Jessica said, damn, back in the day when we were out on a date, we used to ask the dude how many kids they had. Now the question should be, are you a natural dude?
I feel bad for single women. I really do.
Yeah. Yo, you know what? P asked me this question today. Would you want to be 25? Like go back to like 25. Would you want to be 25 in today's day and age?
Yes. Wait, 25 and I know what I know now?
Like in today's day and age, like you're just younger you today.
At 20, fuck yes, because I was a savage back
You-
then. Yes. Dude,
No.
25 again today? Yes, I would do it. In a heartbeat.
What's up?
Why y'all bragging about being slurs once upon a time in y'all's life?
No, nobody was a slore. I was a very good Christian girl. Cue the angel music.
I need to get away from this part of the screen because Jesus is coming down to strike you.
Dude, there's no way. Listen, there's no way I'd want to be single dating in today's day and age.
Well, you didn't
No
say all that.
way.
You just said 25. I was married at 25. So me at 25 would be no different than me now.
I still wouldn't want to be. No. Okay, let me rephrase that. Would you be single today?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. Why not?
Because the caliber of men is just not up to my standards.
Yeah. Soft.
Yeah, for sure. Not up
Yeah.
to my standards.
Yeah, for sure. They don't make them like they used to for sure.
No.
At all. Yeah.
No. They got 50-50 conversations going on. You got
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yep.
But I would be
Yep.
25 again in a heartbeat.
I'm trying to think.
You would do it too. Come on. And you could take all
if I
this
didn't
knowledge you have back with you.
see, I don't really feel that much smarter in today's day and age. I actually felt way smarter before with less technology
What?
because I had to figure it out. You know what I mean? Like you had to go and seek information that you wanted to seek. It wasn't like all this coming at you. So I don't know. If any, listen, I will say this. I loved, like, I grew up, shout out to Vista, California. If anybody knows where Vista, California, it's like right outside San Diego. But I loved growing up. I loved my youth. I had a great upbringing, a fun time in high school and college, even with like some of the bad stuff that happened. It was so much fun. And it makes me really sad because I don't think my kids will ever look back and say that about their teenage college years, not to the extent that I feel it.
I don't know, bro. I had the best of both worlds. And I think those worlds can coexist. I think the older generation, this is why I call the older generation roadblocks, bro. Y'all are stuck in the glory days. We're not there no more. We can't go back. We ain't gonna go back. I love society now. I don't like social issues. No. But being able to just pull something up to educate yourself, your kids, when you know what you're doing, that's fucking amazing. That's an amazing advancement in technology. Versus, look, I had to go get dictionaries. I had to use the sources. I had to go to the library. Like, we had to do those things. I had to sit down and write definitions of what words meant, and I had to know those definitions. But there's a reason this generation is smarter. And I'm talking about my generation, not Gen Z.
You think they're smarter?
We are
I don't think
definitely
they're
smarter than you guys. 1000%.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Chime up in the chat if you disagree with Soonie. If you're, listen, I'm
a millennial.
44. How old am I? Am I 44?
I'm a millennial.
40? Whatever.
Encyclopedias, that was actually my favorite book, Britannica. I used to get on that website just for fun to look up. It wasn't even a website back then. It was a program on the computer. Millennials are smarter than y'all.
Hold on. First of all, I have to Google to see which generation I am.
You're going to say that about your own generation, but be realistic, bro. Millennials are smarter than y'all.
Wait a minute. Did something change? It says here that I'm Gen X.
Yeah, you're Gen X.
What?
You're a boomer.
Okay, wait, but let me tell you something. Did you know that there's a generation called the silent generation?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so let me tell you all really quick. This is interesting. The silent generation was born between 1928 and 1945, which would make you 78 to 95. I don't think we have anybody in that demographic. Maybe we do. Baby boomers, which you always call me a boomer, you had to be born between 1946 and 1964, which would make me 59 to 77. I'm offended that you thought I was a boomer. Gen X, my generation, was born between 1965 and 1980. Millennials were 1981 to 1996. So is that you?
Yeah, I'm a millennial. I was born in 1990.
Yeah. And then Gen Z is 1997 to 2012. Gen Alpha.
That's
born.
That's my sister.
Dang. What an appropriate generation.
Thank you. Millennials are smarter. Look, this is how you know you're talking to older people. We had actual books. I have an actual book right here. It doesn't change because it's on a phone.
That's not a book.
Yes, it is. Whether it's a hard copy or a digital copy, it's the same words being read. What does it matter? The physical characteristics of it. It's a book.
You're crazy.
See? Look.
You're crazy.
This is why we are far more advanced. We're far more efficient. No, we don't work as hard as the generation before us. Absolutely not. But we are smarter. I don't care what anybody says. I'm 32.
I disagree.
I am 32 participating in foreign policy discussions. My mother was not doing that at 32. I'm 32 and I understand the geopolitical realm. Boomers, all right? Actually, Gen X, raise your hand if you understand foreign relations. Raise your hand if you watch C-SPAN.
Oh,
raise your hand if you
listen.
understand. What? If you didn't have cell phones, you would
dude.
know. That's bullshit because I grew up without a cell phone. This is why the millennials are the shit. We are the middle child generation. Period, bro.
Okay, let me tell you about the millennials that it says here. It says this is the demographic cohort of individuals primarily children of the baby boomers. This generation grew up with many world-changing events. What are y'all laughing at? This generation grew up with many world-changing events, including the rise of mass communication, technology advance, all knowing. Y'all think you're all knowing. As the former Gen X, they have what it takes, but are also willing to do something about it. This generation benefits from all science advances and better education and has the ambition and desire to change the world. They have been exposed and seen so much.
Exactly.
That are now immune. You're immune to traditional ways.
No, we're not.
From marketing to sociology.
No, we're not.
I'm just telling you what Google
this
said
is
about
the problem. People rule out millennials because you keep attaching us to Gen Zers. I grew up with a very old school upbringing. I had to be in the house when the streetlights came on. I didn't have a cell phone. I didn't have a cell phone until I was 17. And I had to buy it myself. And it wasn't an iPhone. It was an old rinky-dink cricket phone that had no touchscreen, bro. Like, you couldn't go look up shit. Wireless. No, right. You couldn't go look anything up on your phones when I was a teenager. Right. We had razors, bro. The most we could do is text. There was no ability to go Google. Y'all be trying to play us millennials, bro. I'm not letting it go down.
I just think you guys think you're smarter, but I guess maybe I guess maybe see, here we go, because this was not a planned topic, but here we go. I love when we do this. I think y'all think you're smarter, but I guess we need to define what smart is. Because you guys, like for instance, you'll call me about something and you'll be like, "Hey Mo, did you see this, this, and this?" And then I'll be like, "No, I didn't see it." Mo will go and watch the entire thing. Soonie will only go and watch a clip. So who's smarter about the subject, me or Soonie?
You know more, but that doesn't make you smarter. Just because you know what happened does not equate being smart. No. And that's not calling you dumb, but you use this example to say that because you watched all 2 hours, that means you're well educated on the subject. On the subject, absolutely.
Well, because I have more information than you do.
Right. But if I were to call you and say, "Hey, the G7 summit is coming up. Are you interested in watching it? Or what are you looking forward to?"
I'd be like, "No."
Exactly. You would have no fucking clue what I'm talking about. But my generation, we pay attention to stuff like that.
You pay attention to stuff like that. No, I would not say your generation.
There are so many people in my generation, bro. I live it. I come in contact with people my age, 30 plus, between 29 and 35. We all sit at the dinner table when we all get together and can have a conversation at that level. I can't talk to the older generation. I can't talk to my mom about that. I can't talk to my mother-in-law about it. I can't talk to my father-in-law about it because they do not pay attention. All they know is Republican, Democrat. They don't pay attention, bro. Our generation is smarter. It's okay.
No. You look at smarter is subjective, is what Grubbs and Grind said. P came back and said, just because you have information readily available to you doesn't make you smart either.
I can interpret it. I can interpret and disseminate logically sound information from what I've taken in. That makes you smart. Not book smart. I'm talking about intellect.
I've dropped the link in the chat if anybody would like to chime in on this conversation, because I really need y'all to come up here.
Uncle Said.
You can come up here.
I'm calling
You can
Uncle
come up
Said,
here.
bro.
Yeah, call
I'm
Uncle
calling
Said
Uncle
and tell
Said.
him to come up here. Tell Uncle Said to come up on the
I'm
screen
calling.
right now. Okay, let's hear what Uncle Said has to say.
Y'all.
And let him know we're on the show.
Uncle Said, I'm live on my show right now, so it's like you're calling in on the radio, okay? I need an opinion from you. Are millennials smarter than Gen Xers?
Yes.
First of all, what is Uncle Said?
He's a Gen Xer. Wait a minute.
Wait, what?
Hold on, listen. I'm going to ask again, because Mo started talking. She didn't want to hear that yeah. Are millennials smarter than Gen Xers?
Absolutely, yes.
Boom!
Tell Said to come on the show right now. Right now.
They're asking you to come on the show, but I just know you're an objective older person and you're going to keep it a stack, bro.
He's 50 years old.
Yes, you guys are way more technologically advanced. You guys have more information that's given to you guys in comparison to our two Encyclopedia Britannicas that we had growing up. You guys are in the information age. It just is what it is. You know, I say all the time, you guys are much smarter than us, but you can never outwork us.
Thank you for that. I appreciate that. If you want to come on, I'll send you the link. But I just had to call an older person who understands.
Tell him Momo said, come on the show.
I'm having dinner with the kids, so I'll try to tune in a bit.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
No problem. Bye-bye.
Traitor. You're supposed to be on my side.
Smarter.
Listen. Okay, but here's the thing. I always say it's not about you being able to do something. I think it's about being able to find the information, right? So like if I want to get something done or I need to know something, I may not know it, but I sure as hell know who to go to. You guys only go to the internet. That's all you know.
No, that's not all we know.
You don't know any other research. We may have had to go to the Encyclopedia Britannica. You say we like you had a huge span of time where you were like without technology.
Do you know when we got technology? I was 11 years old. 11. The first 11 years of my life is through a textbook. And even after that, because I did not have any technology, I still had books. I still had to go to the library. I didn't get a computer until I was like 14. And it was an old tower computer. It's a Dell computers. Bro, this is what I
didn't have
mean.
a computer when
y'all try to play this generation like we didn't grow up without technology. We played outside.
I guess nobody's going to join me in this argument. I guess I'm all, besides P and a couple other people in the chat, I guess I have nobody to stand up for me.
Bruh.
And fight this fight against this whatever her generation is.
Yo. I did, because she's trying to play me, bro. She's like, y'all don't know any. I didn't have no goddamn phone to look stuff up on in high school. We didn't have that. I had to go. Yeah. I had to go get a book and read. Y'all be trying to play us.
Let me just expose Soonie a little bit more, because I already told you guys a little bit about this last week. Okay, but when me and Soonie were reading through the Durham report, which was like 364 pages, I'm sweating bullets, right? Because my generation actually flips through pages. Okay, we read. Soonie said, Mo, all you got to do is download, what was the app that she gave me?
I'm not talking.
Download Natural Reader. And I was like, Natural Reader, what's that? She's like, oh, it reads to you.
Hold on.
Okay, I called Soonie about 150 pages in, and I'm like, I can't do this, dude. I can't do this, because this is what I hear. Like somebody reading to me in a robot voice. I can't absorb the information this way. My brain doesn't work this way. Like I have to read the words. I may have to go back and reread it. She was like, the Durham report states that section 234, I was like, no.
Bruh. Look, I had to take all this in 6 months. 6 months. Okay? Don't tell me about flipping through a book and reading. 6 months. I had to do this.
I'm not saying.
I'm in my bag now because now you got your homeboy. What you know about the card catalog? A lot, because it still existed when I was a kid. What? How many? Did you read this book? As I shown up did.
I have that on my bedside right now.
Did you read
That's a great book, by the way.
I did.
Excellent book.
I sure did. Look, oh my God, look at these books that I have. This millennial. Stop trying to play me.
Soonie, let me tell you something. This is what you always tell me. Stop being anecdotal, Soonie. We're not necessarily talking about your anecdotal experience. We're not talking about your anecdotal experience, Soonie. We're talking about the broader subject of your generation.
I'm not an exception. I am not an exception. Me and Deontay prove that we are not exceptions. When you can gather multiple young people around you and facilitate the same conversations. Listen, we're in this mess because of your generation. And I'll leave it there. Because we're not old enough to even go into office, some of us. So this ain't got nothing to do with us. It has everything to do with older generations placating. So at the end of the day, whose fault is that? Because it ain't mine. I'm
Your
over
generation.
here advocating for greatness.
He said you're the microwave generation.
Microwave? I couldn't afford a microwave.
No, microwave meaning like it's instant for you, right? It's instant. Instant gratification, instant information.
Tell me what instant gratification we had in 1996.
I don't remember. 1996, I was a junior, or I was probably a senior in high school.
Mm-hmm. And what technology was around?
I think we had the computer, we had like the World Wide Web, but it wasn't anything that we had like, what was it? AOL was like kind of starting. I don't know, because I didn't spend time on the computer. I was outside hanging out.
And so were we. What do you think 90s kids did? We had no technology.
I don't know. How old were you in 96?
6.
Okay, I was not 6. I was in high school. So your life experience at 6 and my life experience were two different things.
This
you weren't doing nothing at 6.
I was outside playing.
Dude, come on. You were eating Cheerios and watching Chip and Chipmunks or whatever the Alvin and the Chipmunks, Inspector Gadget.
And you guys watch cartoons too, right? You watch cartoons and you played outside, right?
I mean,
you had
I was
Ataris,
a senior in high school.
I had a Super Nintendo. We had the same upbringing. Only difference with us is we are the generation that brought in technology. Like, we were the test dummies. Before you're a lone soldier on her team. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. There's so many. I'm done. I'm done with y'all. Whatever.
Oh my God.
I don't even care.
Dude,
I can't wait till our generation takes over, because we're going down to hell in a handbasket with y'all at the helm. That's all I got to say.
Look at this. Birdman was growing up doing farm
and Birdman
work.
Is a millennial. Yeah. You messed yourself up right there.
But he has an old soul, though.
I cannot believe this, dude. They're acting like we had technology readily available.
Dude, we have to find a way to like test the generations, because you say you're so smart. So I need to. Pete, you and I are going to. Listen, Pete, you're the most logical person in the comment section right now.
Yo.
So you and I are going to converse about a test that me and Soonie can do to test what generation is better. We're going to test that. And that's not. I didn't ask you for an answer. Talking to P right now, okay?
Hands down, it's millennials.
Whatever.
All this great music y'all listen to in the 90s and stuff.
Oh, you got what? First of all, Y'all, your generation. Okay, now this you can't fight me on.
What?
Your generation, and I'm doing the clap right now because I need you to understand. Your generation knows nothing about music. That's it. I can't even say anything else. They know nothing. Thank you,
But y'all
Christine.
listen to us though. We know nothing, but y'all stay bumping millennials in your cars. We know nothing though.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
No. No.
What's your favorite song right now?
I don't really have a favorite song right now.
What's something that's
that's
always
just
in the rotation?
Oh, I always got Biggie on the rotation. I got like old school stuff. I got Tank on the rotation. R. Kelly on the rotation. Hate me if you want. Cancel me if you want. I got old school stuff. Let me just open up. Let me just tell you.
Hey, Birdman, please. You need to cam up and tell her about herself.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Tell her. All of y'all be
Michael Jackson,
Chris
Rome.
Y'all be in the car
Michael
playing
Jackson.
Chloe Bailey.
Nope. I mean, I play those songs, but they're not the bomb. Aaron Hall, Cisco, Drew Hill, Blue Cantrell. Dang. Then I got some Donny Hathaway. I got some old stuff in here, man. Listen.
Whatever. This is what the millennials should do. We should go to our own nation and show them how it's done and watch America fall to the shitter because a bunch of old people are disconnected from culture and don't know how shit works. Let's just do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Since the world is going towards automation anyway, and I would love to see the older generation. I would love to see you go ahead and show us how it's done.
We need to have I wish you were in the States. We need to have a fold off.
We need to have.
Okay, but it was just you and Said doing a fold off. We need to do. Listen, what we need to do is come to the table with a fresh load of laundry. Somebody needs to do a timer, and then we need to fold our laundry and see who folds it the best in the fastest amount of time.
Sure.
I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna win that because I saw some of your folding. I was like, no. First of all, I am Hispanic. Okay, we literally do laundry from out of the. We fall out of the womb and do laundry. Said can't even be in this competition because he's a single man. You and I can definitely, because we're both mothers.
I'll win. Hey, whatever. I'm taking this discussion to Instagram. This whole generational debate. When we're done with our show, I'm. This makes no sense. I'm literally offended for my generation that you really think we grew up with technology our entire lives. How long does it take to form habits like with children? What's the most crucial age for us all? What ages?
Habits?
Yeah.
Definitely I think between the ages of babies till when do boys' brains stop forming?
I think it's 25.
Yeah, theirs go a little bit later and the girls are 18.
Yeah.
16, 17, 18. I think all the way up until then, but I think the crucial age is probably newborn till about 6, 7, 8, somewhere in there.
No technology anywhere in sight.
Not nowadays.
Card catalogs. I'm talking about my generation.
You see what P said? He threw the shots right now.
Anyone who thinks
Chris Brown
is better than Tank. I've never said that. I've never said that. We said hit for hit. Tank is not touching Chris Brown. I've never said that Chris Brown is a better singer. That right there is bullshit. You can even ask my husband. I've never said that. And you'll never catch me saying that. Thank you. He's a much better performer. I don't agree with the trash part of this, but let's keep it funky. We're talking about a versus battle, which has nothing to do with singing capability, but everything to do with bops. See? Dude. This is what happens. When you're smart, as a middle child generation, you can call cap. Y'all capping.
First of all, Go, everybody just shut up. Don't even listen to Soonie right now. Go listen to R&B Money after the show, the album from Tank. That R&B Money, listen, ladies, if you are still in your childbearing years, you better be ready to have another baby. That's all I got to say. If you'd like to move, if this topic makes your generation uncomfortable, because y'all, woo, Jodeci, that is always on the rotation. I wish Liddell was here because Liddell would jump in on this with me.
Liddell would agree with me.
No, he wouldn't. About this? About what we're talking about right now, or about who's smarter, whose generation?
How many hits does Tank have on the Billboard? How many?
Dude, I don't know the number.
Because it ain't touching.
He's got lots of hits. Liddell ain't gonna agree with you. Call him.
I'm done with y'all.
Call him. Oh, see, she don't want to call Liddell now because Liddell's gonna say exactly what I'm saying.
No, he's not. And
yes, I do remember Joe. That Joe album, all the tracks, fire. Silk, H-Town. Ah! What generation is Liddell? He's my age.
Tank does not have a top 100 hit anywhere on the Billboard.
Yep.
Hands down. And I think that settles this entire discussion because Versus is about bops, not what makes you wet in the bedroom.
So what, dude? They got R. Kelly in jail and canceled. What's your point?
That Tank is not touching Chris Brown.
I'm sorry, dude. You can't even compare. That's two different styles.
You and Liddell been trying to compare for how long? You gonna tell me I can't make a comparison? I didn't make this comparison. I didn't start this debate. You know who did? The older generation.
Yeah, because we're right.
That's the problem. You're not right a lot of the time. Yo, you know it's real when older people call you, Soonie, what you think about this? Did you hear about this? Or
you know why? Because they're afraid. Those are people that are insecure and they want to fit in. They want to fit in, so they call you. Dude, you're so funny. You're so funny right now. First of all, I started this debate because I felt like it needed to be said. I was sick and tired of getting pushed around by your generation. I have to get on these lives sometimes with you, and it's nothing but being beaten up by people from your generation. Y'all are a bunch of bullies.
Do you hear this victim bullshit that is spewing from her mouth? Do you hear this?
No, it's not victim mentality. It's not.
Anyways, I'm gonna carry on this discussion, but we do have one final topic that I wanted to discuss, which is my generation is better than any Gen Xer.
Oh, we got to talk about the vaccine thing too, by the way.
Go ahead.
No, is that all you wanted to say? Was your generation is better?
No, I'm kidding. What generation is Matt Gaetz in? Does anybody know?
I have no idea.
I think he's a millennial.
He looks pretty young. He looks pretty young for sure.
I just what?
Soonie, answer that question. Do you? What would you prefer?
What are you talking about?
Soonie don't want the turn up. Do you want the turn up? That question down there. You want the turn up? Oh, sorry.
This is a very weird question.
I knew she wouldn't want to talk about it. That's why I put it up there. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Questions. I feel like my face is red. If I was white, my face would be super red right now.
Listen, truth be told, I'm down for both. Soonie can't even handle it right now. She's like,
I ain't got nothing to say. Matt Gaetz, the millennial, is out here making waves by allowing whistleblowers to come out and talk about they're being
Birdman.
How they're being targeted and labeled. It said the FBI distributed a memo titled Domestic Terrorism Symbol Guides that said support for the Second Amendment and displaying a Betsy Ross flag are indications of violent extremists. FBI sent agents to track and report on these license plate of parents attending school board meetings. The FBI also forced Special Agent Garrett O'Boyle to beg and borrow warm coats for his children because the family's belongings were locked in FBI-controlled storage facilities. These right here are some of the whistleblowers that came out, and they've spoken out against the FBI. I don't think a lot of right-wingers are playing offense, which is exposing the FBI, what they've done, and somewhat tying it back to the 2020 election as best you can without saying there was something fraudulent going on. Not even the 2020 election, I'm sorry, 2016 election, which was where all these allegations came from to begin with. But to know that they're targeting U.S. citizens for being pro-Second Amendment, which is nuts. They're tracking parents who are attending school board meetings to fight against CRT and the LGBTQ movement.
That's crazy.
Like, at what point do people start to stand up and fight and say enough is enough? Like, when?
Well, yeah, I agree with you. Now, you remember, what was it, at the beginning of COVID? The FBI came out with that list, remember? Like, it was literally on the news, and it was like people who are pro-America are considered like domestic terrorists.
Yeah.
You know, people who are like fly the American flag. I mean, when I saw that, I remember when I saw that, I told my dad about it, and he was like, no. They really said that? And I was like, yeah, they really said that. And he's like, that must be a joke. And it wasn't a joke. Clearly, we can see that now. Like, this is what they do in countries where the communism exists.
I wish I still had my other Facebook page because there was a DHS bulletin that was updated in May of 2020. Could be May of 2020. And they had did this same thing again, which is putting out memos titling it domestic terrorists. But this is when it first started, right after the election. They had labeled anybody who was talking about election, anybody who was questioning COVID-19, and anybody who was pushing distrust for government. We were all domestic terrorists. They've been doing this for so long, bro. It's sickening.
Yeah. And this is all leading up to that whole social credit score thing, right? That like places like
SGDs, yep.
Yeah, that like North Korea does. They do these social credit scores where and for you people that are out there going, well, I'm not going to participate in that. You're already participating in it. Your phone is giving you a social credit score. Every camera that you see on the street is a social credit score, right? Yep. They are tracking your every move. And I actually, gosh, it was like during COVID because I made a video about this and I was actually showing an example. I think it was in China of how they do how they track people's movements on camera, right? So during COVID, if you weren't wearing a mask, the camera would like zoom in and circle you in yellow. Like it was crazy. So they give you a low social credit score if you are, you make bigoted statements about certain groups or you don't follow certain agendas or you're posting too much about stuff. The stuff that you do on social media is all part of that.
Yep. They've started to implement the same thing here in Okinawa. Okinawa is such a poor prefecture, and they're so isolated from Japan, but they have paid agitators that come here. I was talking to my local friend. The U.S. and China have paid agitators that come here to push the U.S. presidents, the military presence out of Okinawa. I was talking to my friend, and she's like, if we didn't have you here, China would destroy us. But if you look on the TV, you would think they want us gone. I thought they wanted us gone until I actually spoke to a local. All those people show up every Friday, like clockwork, to come protest outside of the base. And they're not even Okinawans.
And where did they come from?
China.
So they just like ship them in from China?
Yeah, and there's a lot of people that already get paid here from some social organizations that exist. There's one called it's called Nike Asia. I'll email you what I get every week. I get a bulletin from them. They push the 17 SGDs. If you go to restaurants here, they have the 17 SGDs right there on the entrance. They have a lot of UN emblems on the entrance. They're all participating in this new social credit score, and it is rolling out in Asian countries much faster than it is in the US. But it's real. It's real. And when you do it to a country that's poor, and they already have an element of corruption, because we know the prime minister was shot in the chest,
right,
by some crazy rando, allegedly.
Yep.
Come on.
And they never figured out who that was. Like nothing ever came of that because they caught the guy, right?
Yeah, they caught the guy.
I remember the video that they caught the guy. Yeah.
Just saying, just to give a well-rounded picture, this is real. And they're using social issues to gauge your credit score. So if you are not Black enough, then you might not be able to participate in society, and not the way that they did it with, the Holocaust, because people like to compare it to that. But more so in a way where they did it now. You don't wear a mask, you don't go to the store. This is what it is. And if you want to go to the store, then you better put on a mask.
So y'all still have to wear masks out there?
For the most part, they wear masks off top because they feel it's a courtesy. But they have mask signs that tell you to put on the mask. What did I do? I literally, my phone dropped in my car and I picked it up, and the next thing I see are lights behind me, and I'm like, huh? So they pull me over. You were operating your vehicle in an unsafe manner. I was like, how? Well, because your phone is in your hand. My phone dropped. I picked it up. I understand, and this motherfucker wrote me a ticket.
Wait, was that the one where the cop said to you, what was the one where he said to you, like, I could have written you a ticket for not having your kids in the seatbelt? Was that it?
They were in their seatbelts.
Yeah, tell the people that story, because that's wild.
I was sitting at the traffic light, and I didn't realize the light turned green. So I was just sitting looking down. I was just zoned out thinking about something. And then I hear whoop, whoop. And I look over, and he's like, the light's green. And I was like, oh, okay. And I'm driving. All of a sudden, they get behind me, put the lights on, and I'm like, what the fuck are you pulling me over for? So I get pulled over, and he was like, license and registration and everything. And I was like, okay, like, why are you pulling me over? And he was like, well, you were stopped in traffic for about 10 seconds, and I'll be right back. And I'm like, okay. So he took an additional 30 minutes. I'm not even joking you. 30 minutes of us sitting there. He comes back, and he was like, I'm going to let you off with a warning on the unsafe operation of your vehicle, because apparently if you don't react right away, it's unsafe. And I also could have wrote you a ticket because your kid is not in their seatbelt. And I looked back, and I was like, yes, she is in her seatbelt. And he was like, yeah, that's why I said I could have. What the fuck you mean you could have? What do you mean you could have wrote me a ticket? What did I do? They could pull you over for whatever they want to pull you over for, bro. They will search my car, and I don't have to consent. If they
I was on the phone with her once when they did that.
They open up every part of your vehicle, search it, put the dog in there. All right, go have a good day. Come on, bro. Americans need to resist this at all costs. Don't buy into the social credit scores. I know that there are corporations that are doing it, but don't buy into it. You have so much shit that you can't do.
Yeah.
That's a very odd thing to say. It was fucking weird.
It's already too late, though. That's what I'll say.
I don't think it is, because not every corporation has implemented the sustainable development goals. There are some major corporations that are holding out.
Yeah. Well, the corporations haven't, but I'm saying, like, they've already long had the infrastructure in place to start doing it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just one more year of a Biden or a Democrat, and it's a done deal. Y'all can bet on it.
Out, Holly? Liddell. He called it out last month.
Oh, yeah.
On a Counter Move podcast.
Yeah.
Mortgage rates. Remember we talked about on the phone?
he actually called it out. Like he foresaw that coming months
years
ago.
Even last
years
year.
ago. He really was. He was talking about it.
It's crazy.
Shout out
I
to
remember
Liddell.
he was
Y'all gotta
telling me
watch
about all this.
his
I
stuff.
called Mo and I was like, yo, this is sick, bro. They're just gonna hike up these interest rates on people.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna be able to afford shit. So there's gonna be so many foreclosures. Sad. It's really sad, yo.
It's already happening. It's already happening. All right, let me move on to the last subject here real quick, because I know there were some people that have probably been holding out for this one. But I wanted to talk about two COVID-related topics. One is the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine is no longer available in the U.S., according to the U.S. Center for Disease Prevention. All remaining doses expired last week, and the CDC has directed providers to dispose of any that they had left over. 19 million people in the U.S. received the Johnson & Johnson vaccine since it first became available, but more than 31.5 million doses have been delivered to states and other jurisdictions. They didn't really go into why. Now, granted, I'm reading a CNN article, so, I like to read a little bit of everything. But obviously, with the news that we've been seeing lately of them more or less acknowledging the problems with a lot of these vaccines, and the CDC also changing their verbiage on their website, I really think that these companies are really preparing for what is going to come when people really start to put the pieces together about what's going on. Because in addition to this news, there was also a headline that stated it was a study done that they think ventilators were the cause of a lot of COVID-19 deaths. So they did a study that found ventilators were responsible for nearly all COVID-19 patient deaths, obviously of the people that were put on the ventilator. And if you guys don't remember, there were a lot of people put on ventilators that probably should not have been put on ventilators. Dave's coworker, his dad actually died of COVID-19 after he was put on a ventilator. So it says here, the AP assessment of this says that the study being referenced found that a secondary pneumonia associated with mechanical ventilation contributes to a patient's death when it doesn't respond to treatment. But a study author said that the patient placed on a ventilator would have died without that intervention, and that COVID-19 is still the primary cause of death. A headline shared widely on social media is spreading an erroneous narrative that COVID-19s were actually caused by medical interventions, not the disease. So there seems to be a little bit of back and forth there. But I think they're doing a lot of ass covering, if you ask me. I think
but for
maybe
what,
because maybe Red Pill can answer this question because she's in the medical field, and if there's anybody else, pipe up. But I'm really curious to know, can these families now, with the Johnson & Johnson, with the Pfizer stuff that's come out, with the blood clot stuff that's come out, can these families really start to take legal action against these companies? Or did they sign something that basically allows them to not get sued?
That's a good question. I mean,
I really wonder.
I know with the jab you can't. There's no way to hold them accountable there. But treatment, that is a good question. Can they be held accountable for treatments that actually kill people?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just wondering
if I think the medical industry would go in the fucking trash, because they would be paying out so many people, dude.
Yeah. So this is what I thought. She said, no suing. Everyone who took the jab signed away liability. I get that. But if it comes out that like the information was misleading, that everything about it was misleading, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know if there's some type of like legal loophole that somebody could go through and say, we signed this form thinking we were being given all the correct information.
Right, but that's the jab. What you're talking
Yeah.
about is treatment. You're talking about putting them on the vent.
I'm talking
So
about
if
both things.
I don't think you can get it with the jab. I agree with what they're saying. You take the jab, you waive your ability to sue them. It's like written within the fine print of these things, but the treatment, I don't know. I would think that you would be able to do something because they're the experts on this. They're supposed to know what works and what doesn't. Wouldn't that be considered malpractice?
I don't know. I mean, maybe somebody has a loved one that was on a ventilator, but I understand that when you get put on or taken, I think when you get put on or taken off a ventilator, I think you have to sign something there as well. So who knows what that one said?
Well, I learned something new here today. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It will say
At
the
any
science
rate,
changing. We didn't know. Yeah.
yeah. At any rate, I'm extremely thankful for not getting it. To tell you the truth. Like every day more and more. And I my heart breaks for the people that had to get it to either, keep their jobs because they couldn't afford to not yeah, kids that had to get it like to stay in sports teams, like ridiculous things that people were literally like pigeonholed into doing. And I get that like people will say, well, you should have refused it. You need to take a stand. I get that. But the reality is there's some people that just couldn't afford to just throw their job away. They had to do what they had to do.
Unfortunately, yeah, that was a reality for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I used to judge people on how they did or didn't get the jab.
Mm-hmm.
I used to judge people based on if they wore a mask or not. But then I became a hypocrite because I'm like, well, I have to wear a mask. And although my reasoning is I don't do this, I don't participate, and I don't have the leeway here to protest to say I don't want to do this and I have rights. Because I'm here. I sound far, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, everybody else can hear me.
You sounded clear to me. Yeah, you sounded clear to me.
I'm here under military U.S. jurisdiction. Like, their rules apply. If I want to be welcome in their country, then I have to do what's required here. So I had to pull back on that because I used to be pretty ruthless with how I felt like people should be responding.
Yeah. I was too. My tone, I mean, I still think what I think about it.
Yeah.
But, the more I would say I didn't want to get berated for not getting it, the more I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to do that to somebody who chose to get it or had to get it. Like, Birdman here, he said, I had to get it because I had to take care of my daughters, he's single dad. So it's like, hey, who am I to say what you do what you got to do? I get it.
I agree with
that. Red Pill said, great things are in works and available for detox from the jab.
Oh, that's good.
That's awesome.
I know a few people who, and I'm not going to put their names out, but I know a few people who have jab injuries. And they're not allowed to talk about it. Like jab injuries from Pfizer. Because I know that's what they got here in Oki. Somebody I know that started having many heart attacks. There's a few people who got cancer.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of, especially military members. There's a lot of people who are really fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
It makes me so mad.
My parents got it, and like about a year ago, my mom just started having this like random rash all over her body. Which was really weird. And we could never figure out what it was. And, a couple years ago, my mom had breast cancer. She had to have her breast removed. And then she had breast reconstruction surgery. And at first we were like, well, maybe you're having like implant sickness, we thought like a reaction to that. But then they ruled that out. And that was like the only thing. I was like, what if it's that? What if you're having a reaction to the vaccine? Lo and behold, my parents are actually at home sick right now with COVID, and both of them are vaccinated. So Go figure. Oh, Soonie is frozen again. Anyways, I think that's all we had for today's show. I'm sure Soonie's going to pop back in here in a second. I wanted to really quick give a huge thank you to everybody who responded to our post on our Instagram story this morning, that we're trying to raise money, obviously, for our roadcaster that we want to get so we can make the show better. And we had a few people donate to us, which was really awesome. And I wanted to say thank you. Christine was one of them. Jax was one of them. I think Jacqueline is her full name. She's in the chat, I think, right there. Thank you, Jacqueline. And then I think a guy named John, who I don't know and I've never seen in the chat, but he donated as well. And yeah, Said,
Uncle
thank
Said,
you,
shout out
Said.
to Uncle Said.
Yeah. So I thank you guys so much for showing love. If you guys want to donate, our information is in our story on Instagram, or the link tree in our bio of our Instagram page. But what is it? $6.99. We need a $699 roadcaster so we could be dangerous out in these streets.
Really?
With that thing.
If this show gets a roadcaster, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. It's a
It's
wrap.
a wrap.
Man.
Also,
So
don't
many
forget,
ideas.
I'm sorry not to cut you off.
No, you're good.
Don't forget to go shop, please. We are going to be doing a Father's Day sale. We're also going to be doing Father's Day gifts. So if you want to get a mug, a t-shirt, I'm going to be putting some tank tops up there because I know that's really popular amongst guys. My husband actually helped me design a lot of this merch. I asked for his expertise on it to see what would work and what wouldn't. And so far, I've gotten good reviews on it.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had any complaints.
It's cute stuff. So the Father's Day stuff is not up there yet.
Not yet, no. I'll be adding it soon.
Okay, cool.
It's only May.
Crunch
right?
wrap.
Yeah. What is a crunch wrap?
A crunch wrap from Taco Bell. Ooh, that sounds good.
When did y'all get on topics about food?
I don't know. Christine said crunch wrap in the chat, and I just started thinking about food.
What are you talking about?
I'm always hungry at the end of the show.
I know,
By the
and then
way-
you make me hungry, and I always don't have what you're eating. Are you lit yet?
I have a little buzz. The mead was good, and it's like a good steady buzz, and I drank it all. Very good. Shout out to my 18-year-old son for making me alcohol. I'm the mother of the year.
Oh my God. Somebody's going to clip that and run with it.
Get you a son that makes you some alcohol.
Get you a son that makes you alcohol on a Friday. You said it's a wrap. Crunch wrap.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had a crunch wrap.
Ooh, it's good.
I don't like cheese. So I don't get stuff like that. There's like no point in me getting a crunch wrap. What the fuck am I going to put on it? Beans?
Yeah, I mean, I think the vegans do beans. Like they do like a crunch wrap with beans, but obviously they put cheese because like cheese makes everything better.
Cheese is bad for you. Cheese is linked to causing cancer. Okay? It's not real. It's man-made. All these cheeses you guys are eating, it's because it's a man that put all these things together, and it's not healthy for you. Do you want to
My
have
mouth is
clogged
watering.
arteries? Do you want your heart to stop beating?
Yep. My mouth is watering.
You just said yep. That's so fucked up that you would
Because-
like prematurely try to just leave me on planet Earth with everybody else.
Over some cheese.
Over some fucking cheese, man.
Over
That's
some
messed up.
fungus. Cheese is good.
No.
What them chaps want?
Ask
them
him,
babies.
Can I have a graham cracker? I'm like, yeah, go ahead. Can I have one of those donuts that are up there? No.
That's why they're
No.
up there.
Exactly. Leave it alone.
They come look at you like this. Can I have?
Ooh, you're in trouble. Mind of Mo.
I'm sorry. I knew I was gonna. I thought maybe I might have escaped it today. I was like, oh, Red Pill asked me about Mind of Mo. I promise. I will do Mind of Mo on Tuesday. I promise. You guys, it takes time. Like this, it takes time to come up with the thoughts.
You could do a Mind of Mo segment on a lot of stuff.
I really could.
You say a lot of shit that I'm just like,
Dude,
what possessed you to say that?
me and Soonie literally were like, we should like create a subscription just to hear our conversations on the phone. Like, you know, we just record them for you guys and then you guys like pay to go listen to our private conversations. You guys would die.
You really would.
You really would. We talk about the most random stuff. Thank you, Christine. I'm so happy y'all love Mind of Mo.
Her questions, man. You got to come up. Julius asked the best question on planet Earth.
What?
I have to ask him to phrase it to me again so that I can ask you.
Okay.
And this could be taken around. Because I sat there. I've never been impressed by a question. And that question impressed me. I was like,
oh my gosh, now I'm dying to know.
damn, that was a fire question. Like, you need to go on the street and ask people that. It was a good ass question.
It was better than my number 2 pencil question.
That was like PTSD you just gave me.
That was like a hit. No, that question was a hit. That question on Instagram on YouTube got so many like they were like, I never thought about. People were like, I never thought about that. And then I had like really super nerdy people were like literally trying to explain to me why it's a number 2 pencil, and I'm like,
dude,
this is why. This is why I don't talk to intellectual people too much, because they don't know how to have fun. You know, like I'm not trying to hear an actual answer.
Yeah, we do.
I'm just provoking. Oh, we do.
Yeah, we do.
She considers herself an intellectual.
I do, and I didn't coin myself with that. When your peers do it for you, and then they're older peers, you can respect it a little more. Mo's not going to give me my props because I'm young. It's okay.
I don't want to be an intellectual. I just want to be fun.
Being an intellectual is fun.
Not really. You're not necessarily like the first on the invite list, okay? Like I want to be like, oh, let's invite Mo. She's a good time. I want to be that person. She's fun. She makes me smile. She makes me laugh. I want to be that person. I don't want to be like, let's see, who's the smartest friend I know? Absolutely not, okay? No. When I want to have fun, I do not need smarts. I need
We all know I'm not getting a phone call.
I would make you fun, Soonie. We're going to find out one day.
You're going to be
Soonie says she's like super introvert, and I'm like, she's going to be like,
I really am. If I could stay in the house for months at a time, I would do it and just step out on the porch. I don't need to go out and do all that fun stuff. I can have a drink right here at home.
I know, but I feel like if you hung out with me, you'd be like a different person for a second, and you would love it.
No.
Yes.
Listen, this is going to be an ongoing thing, and watch. When she hangs out with me, she's going to be so let down.
I'm going to be disappointed. I'm going to be like, y'all, the show's over. Soonie and Mo are over, okay? She's a buzzkill.
I'm fun if you get a couple of drinks at me. You get a couple shots of liquor, a whole nother Soonie emerges.
See, this is me at my fun. Like, I'm a fun person naturally. Once I start drinking, there's like a level of like, I go from like giggly fun, and then I just want to take a nap. Like I go downhill. Like I just want to go to sleep.
That's what happened to me. I had soju. Bro, I laid down and was like...
Yeah. I love to sleep.
You love to sleep. So that's your favorite time of the day?
Oh, yeah.
Like that moment
you know
where
that.
you start drifting right into sleep.
Oh, yeah. I love that. You know that because I'm like all about my bedtime.
I know. She's like, you can tell me the story tomorrow. I'm going to bed. I'm like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Fireball is my favorite. Yo, give me some
I do
Dr.
like Fireball.
Pepper and a Fireball, and I can sip on that for hours.
Do you chase the Fireball with Dr. Pepper? Is that what you do, or you don't mix it? Okay.
My husband made a really good mixed drink, and I liked it. And it was Dr. Pepper and Fireball. So now I drink that mix. But everything else, I don't like drinking my liquor mix. I like taking shots.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just give me a shot.
Gotcha.
Get it over with. There's no point. There's no point in like sipping on a drink. You just get to the point. Like all those
See,
fruit.
I like tequila straight. I'll do like white tequila straight, but it's got to be a good tequila. Or I'll do vodka water with lime. That's like my go-to.
And my nigga, real ones don't chase. That exactly.
Ask Julius for the question.
Julius, what was that question that you had posed to me yesterday? We were talking. Maybe it wasn't yesterday. It was one of these days. We were on a live talking. And I like the question that you posed. You said you were going to ask it on your next YouTube show. You don't get a headache from fruity drinks from all the sugar?
No, because I don't put fruit drinks in it. Like I'm drinking water and vodka.
Okay.
There's literally like no white liquor has like the lowest sugar content. And then white tequila, but I don't mix it. I drink it straight.
Mm.
Yeah.
That was not Pitbull.
Yes, it was, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
Shot.
That is not Pitbull. Oh my god.
We should, you know what? Did we ever play a drinking game on the show where we did shots?
Goddamn. Yes.
We did play a drinking game, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's Pitbull and LMFAO.
So
I mean, it's Lil Jon and LMFAO, not Pitbull.
That's the one that's like, meet me at the hotel room. Is that the one?
That, yeah. But
yeah, okay.
The shot. That's Lil Jon and LMFAO.
Oh, okay. Damn, where's Julius at with the question?
He about to go night, nigga. You want to go night?
That makes me laugh when you say that. Night. He went night.
I used to say that to my kids.
Hey, real quick, can I get a reaction to this?
What?
I know you want to go, but really quick, I need your reaction to this.
What? Do y'all agree? People deem black dentists anti-black for strict office rules, no bonnet, no house shoes, no pajamas, bottoms. I don't think that's anti-black, no.
Why?
Because it's just asking for basic decency. Come to the dentist office dressed like something, not like you just rolled out of bed.
So the dentist is black. The person that posted this is black. What I thought was interesting was that this is not a black thing for every black person, right? But she assumed it was because in the next post, she said, and by the way, that's the dentist right there.
You can tell she's one of those? What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, you could tell she's one of those. And then she said her establishment is literally in the hood in a trap house turned dentist office. Maybe she should relocate to the demographic she prefers instead. I don't care what you tap dancing ends who are agreeing with her are saying.
No one's tap dancing. They can put that outside of Family Dollar tomorrow. And you better not walk in there with that on. Does that mean they're anti-black? Like,
yeah.
Man, niggas is always hating. God damn, bro. You can't even have rules. If you got rules, it's anti-black. Like, why are you implying that black people don't walk outside without their bonnets and house shoes on? Like, we don't go anywhere without pajama bottoms?
Yeah.
Is there something wrong with her wanting her business to look a certain way?
Exactly. And not to mention it's her business. She can say whatever she
black.
wants. Well, there's no difference between that saying no shirt, no shoes, no service, right?
Fucking goofballs. See, there's a difference between black folks and niggas. That's a nigga.
I was at the gas station yesterday. This lady, because I was like bringing my son to school late because he had a doctor's appointment, and we stopped at the gas station so he could get something. This lady, she was a black lady, walked into the gas station with a bathrobe on, her hair in a bonnet, and some slippers. She had on the whole outfit.
Yeah, I would have kicked her out too. You could have gotten dressed before you walked out the house. That's just rude. That's rude. And no, that's not trying to control what people do with their bodily autonomy. You just don't get to come to my business dressed like that.
This lady said it. She said, if you associate blackness with wearing bonnets, pajamas, and house shoes outdoors, maybe you're the one that's anti black because nobody should be in public in these items. But I
Thank
know
you.
y'all hating. Yeah, good. There's a lot of people with common sense here.
Thank you. That's dumb. Sheila Hampton, you're an idiot.
Sheila Hampton.
Okay, here's the statement, the question that he asked.
Okay.
People who want you to call them by their pronouns. Wait, people who want you, I think he did a typo. There are people who want you to call them by their pronouns, but will call you cis male or cis female. Why do we have to call you by your pronoun, but you get to call us out of our sex? Which I was like,
why is my phone playing?
I thought that was me.
No, it's my phone. There are people who want you to call them by their pronouns, but will call you cis male or cis female. Why do we have to call you by your pronouns, but you get to call us out of our sex? Ooh.
Isn't that a fire ass question?
Yeah.
I was like, I have never even thought of saying that to either one of these people.
Right.
Like, never. But I'm gonna start asking people that. Like, I'm not cis male. I'm not cis female. I'm a woman. That's it. No, you're not. You're cis woman.
What does that mean exactly? The cis part?
That you identify with whatever the doctor assigned you with at birth.
And that's a bad thing.
Yeah, they use it as a slur. Like,
yeah, they use it.
What do you know? You're just a cis woman.
How dare you? How dare you actually be honest and like or live in reality?
What do I know about being a woman?
Yeah. God forbid. God forbid we actually live in reality.
So I thought that question was amazing.
Dang.
Shout out to Julius.
Julius, you got to put that on a t-shirt, man. Have Soonie design it and put it on the TITM shirt or store.
When it's my business, I can say what the dress code is. Clubs do it all the time and they have no issue. Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, I have said this plenty of times and I know people have taken offense. When truth in the marketplace grows and we have a studio, I would prefer to see a ton of black folks there putting on an amazing production. I just would, because I feel like that disrupts the narrative of what we ultimately come up to be, which is violent drug dealers, etc.
And I'm going to be the only Puerto Rican person. So basically, I got to be in a studio full of black folks and be the only Puerto Rican person. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm sure there'll be some of y'all there, but like
some of y'all.
If you start this, I'm gonna scream.
You said some of y'all like we're a bunch of lepers.
Don't have Latino fragility going on right now. Don't even start it.
Oh, come on. Let me have my.
Anyways, I would be really happy to see like a fire production team put something like this on, specifically because of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
This goes into the conversation we had on the phone where I just was not trying to hear you. I'm like, no, bro. Ignorant or not, that's just a dumbass thing to say. And you look extremely bigoted. I don't really care.
Yeah.
So maybe they need to see more black folks out in their natural element, which is life like everyone else, instead of thinking we're all a certain type of way. I don't like that shit.
Me neither.
Just like they don't like being called white supremacists. I don't want you to keep equating me to Ray Ray and Shanae. Like, that's stupid.
You know what's funny? So like when we get called the Coon Bunch and all that stuff. Wait, what do we get called? The Coon Bunch?
Clan Spirit.
Oh, we got the Clan Spirit, yeah. It doesn't bother me. Not because I identify with that or anything, but like I just think it's stupid. Like, I know who I am. I don't need you to tell me.
It just bothers me because people on this side will claim that they don't see race. Like, that's what drives me nuts. Like, bitch, yes, you do. Shut up, lying. It's when you gotta bite your bottom. You know, like when your mom talk to you. Sit your ass down. That's what I feel like saying to some of these people.
Like they don't even separate their teeth. Bro. They just talk to you like this with their teeth closed. I'm gonna beat your ass. You know when your mom don't spread her teeth apart, it's over for you. It's night night.
God.
Oh, that was a good show. 2 hours.
Whoa. That
Y'all
was a
have fun.
long yawn.
I know, and you were frozen. You were like, I was like, oh shit, she froze like that.
Jesus.
I was gonna take a picture of you. You're all.
Was waiting for the
man.
ghost. Oh gosh.
Mm,
The clan spirit.
the clan spirit.
Did you guys have
All
fun?
right.
It was actually a good show. We got to cover a bunch of
A
topics.
lot.
You got to see me come back and do what most influencers don't do and say, hey, I was kind of wrong on this. And she actually has evidence that she took it first. Now, she's still a Karen. Sorry. That's not going anywhere. And Marjorie Taylor Greene is a Karen. And I'm going to go on live and talk about how much of a Karen she is and how you guys embrace Karens on this side. And I'm going to talk about the elephant in the room of this bitch saying that she felt threatened because this nigga was black. I'm not about to sit here and pretend like she didn't say it because of that. Yes, you did.
And
you
you're gonna
felt
talk
threatened because it was a big black man.
I feel like you said the N-word way too much during the show. And you're gonna talk about the generation stuff.
Nigga.
Ah, stop. Oh. Do you ever get like a pain in your ear? Like it feels like it's backwards?
No.
My
That's
ear's
'cause
red.
You got them headphones on that are too small for your earlobes. They're supposed to fit. You know that, right? Your ear is supposed to rest. Like
it is.
Right on the inside of the rim of the headphones, not the outside.
It is.
So the top of your ear is perfectly comfortable in there? Or is it pushing down on your ear?
No, it's not pushing down. This ear on this side, like sometimes I get these like weird, like it almost feels like my ear is like flipped in the opposite direction. It's weird. Because I have little ears. Like I don't have gigantic ears. What was y'all's favorite topic of the show today? Because we talked about a lot of stuff, but I'm curious because we talked about a lot of different stuff.
The fact that millennials are great. I bet you that was everyone's favorite part of the show.
No. Do you guys like when we switch it up, like with political, social, funny?
Millennials rule.
Oh my god. I ain't got time for you today.
Go ahead and put it in the chat.
Wait. While you guys are voting on what your favorite thing is, you want to hear, you know how I always tell you how rude Soonie is to me on the phone? So the other day, I call her. First of all, she texts. First of all, she texted me first. Okay, when she wakes up, she texted me first. And she said, blah, 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 blah. And then she was like, are you going to call me? Because we always talk like on the Thursdays before the show about like topics and stuff, like whatever last topics we want to add. So I call her and she says, yeah. That's how she answers the phone. Yeah. On today's episode of Soonie Needs to Learn Phone Etiquette. But I will say this. She said goodbye to me. So see where she failed on one end, she got brownie points on the other. But I get, but you know what? When she says goodbye to me, while it warms my heart that she does it, it's so awkward because it's not natural for her to do it. So it's like fake. It comes out really fake. He loves the rude Soonie segments. Should I start like writing down all the rude things that you do?
Apparently, because there's just like a bunch of etiquette that I'm not aware of. I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. That's how me and my husband talk to each other. I'll be like, yeah, what's up? And he'll say, oh, I need you to go do this. And I'm like, okay. And if I call him, I'm like, yeah, what's up? I don't understand how this is rude.
If I say, this is the part I failed to mention. Because this is me. Okay, I call her and I'm like, good morning. And she's like, yeah. Isn't that rude? Like if somebody greets you like that, like with the most cheerful disposition, and they just say, yeah, isn't that rude? Christine. Christine said, "Leave Soonie alone." I
Wait,
can't, Christine. The people love this segment.
Can we talk about the one time that I'm like, oh, she sounds like really tired. Like, I wonder if she's okay. The one time I'm like, hey, nah. I'm like, are you okay? And she's like, I was just talking in an upbeat voice. And you're asking me, am I okay? And I was like, you could have just said, yeah, I'm fine. Like that would have been great. Is that not rude?
Okay, first of all, I'm about to show the receipts. Y'all ready? Y'all about to hear.
Bro.
Hold on. Where was it at? Because it was what, when you woke up? Or was it this morning?
Thank you, Christine. I don't remember. I plead the fifth.
Okay, just talk right now.
Look, y'all gonna put it in the chat or not? Is that rude? I'm like, oh, in my head, I'm like, man, she sounds like she's tired. Like, I wonder, is she okay?
Hold on.
See, now I'm not gonna ask. Even if I sense like something's wrong, I'm not asking.
I gotta screen these messages before I play them. Hold on. Okay, so the first one was you going, "We're gonna fuck up the night." Hold on, dude. I better find this freaking message.
I bet you I'll find it before you do.
Hold on. Keep talking.
I got you. Watch this.
Attitude.
Exactly. I found it before you did.
I found it. Okay, play it.
Okay.
Play it right now.
Are you okay? You sound sad or down.
No, but play my message before. Okay, play.
Okay, fine.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. I'll probably be in bed by the time you get done, but we can talk in the morning time, and the usual. But have fun.
Okay. Are you okay? You sound sad or down. And listen to the response. Okay. I could have just got a yes, I'm okay, or no. That's not what I got.
Bro, you had me going back listening to my message. I was like, I sound sad. Literally began the message with, okay, thank you. Hope you have fun. That's not me sounding sad. I'm good.
You could have led with, I'm good.
You hear the attitude?
Damn. At least I care. I'm not going to ask your ass nothing else no more. There.
She said, I'm not going to. You see how she comes back? I'm not going to ask yourself. I'm not going to ask you nothing no more. That's what she said.
Everybody's look.
No, they're not.
I wasn't rude. I don't have rude phone etiquette. You have unrealistic standards for this imaginary etiquette that exists on the phone that nobody else but a few boomers in here even know exist. I never knew that there was a such thing as phone etiquette. Holy shit.
Who said that it wasn't rude?
They didn't say it yet. They're going to say it.
Ah! You said they're going to say it.
Rude? I like this comment. I didn't think Gen Xers were soft like that.
That was before we played the message. Before we played the message.
Can you pipe up? There's 28 of you here.
Revote. Okay.
I wasn't rude.
We got laughters. People think that's funny. We should start playing our voice messages.
Thank you. Not rude at all.
Yo, dude, are you scared of Soonie now? Are you scared of Soonie? I think you're scared of Soonie. I'm surprised because you're a muscular guy. I don't see why you'd
rude. I'm not rude. I refuse. Perfectly acceptable.
You would say that. You're with the name Crypt Keeper. You know what? I'm so sick of y'all fighting with Soonie. I am so freaking sick of it. Y'all know, like,
rude.
I can't be crazy. I am the most logical person on this show. Let's just say that right now. If I get one more vote for Soonie,
What did you just say?
I said I'm the most logical person on this show.
This is not getting removed for the rest of the show.
No, I'm gonna be right here. Careful, darling. Watch it.
Watch it.
Watch it. I love these
Hold
comments.
On. When my friends would call me, what? I can't. It's too small. Okay.
When my friends would call for me, if the just said it's Dominique there, he'd say yes and just stay on the phone silent. Then when they said hello, he'd go, "Oh, did you want to talk to her?" Dude, that's like what a kid would do.
Like, duh, I'm asking, is she there?
And don't ask her if she's ever okay again.
Exactly. There's no more.
You're going to know if I'm not okay because I'm just not even going to respond to you.
Who does that? I should be the person you do respond to.
No, I go silent. Like when I'm like really troubled about something, not that it's about you. She said it's just Soonie's style. Soonie's rude. That's her style.
I don't like this. I'm not a rude person. I am so nice. I am tired of everyone walking around this bitch like I'm just an asshole.
You know what? Soonie's kids don't like it either because, you know, they told me one day. They were like, they wanted to talk to me on the phone and they said, my mom's not rude. Or she's not mean or something like that. And I was like, okay. I was like, yeah. And they were like, no, she's a nice mom. And I was like, okay, I get it. You guys love her. You know what? Oh, I'm about to rage quit. I'm about to rage quit.
I won. General consensus is I'm not rude. All right. Mo has a feelingsy way of conversating, and I don't. It's just to the point. I'm going to say what I need to say. That's it.
Did you just dismiss my feelings altogether?
Yeah, these feelings, I am. Yeah. They don't get acknowledged.
Well.
Nope. This is why I could not be a lesbian. To have to deal with this would drive me fucking nuts.
Could you imagine me in a lesbian relationship? Oh my gosh. I would be like the worst. It would be like dynamite. Okay, like fire with fire. Explosion.
I like Birdman.
You know what? First, where is P when I need him? Like my one ally of the night. He's gone. Nowhere to be seen.
You lost. Thank you. Come again.
Whatever.
Ooh, I gotta get that on the soundboard. When somebody just completely bombs their argument, you lost. Thank you. Come again.
Oh man.
Mo lost. Soonie won. What's new?
Hey, you win some, you lose some, and Mo never wins. That's the new saying. You win some, you lose some, and Mo
Not
never
true.
wins
You've had a few W takes. You've come on and acknowledged your W takes, and everybody acknowledges your W's that you take. When you have an awesome take, I always tell you your takes are awesome. Don't lie.
You do, but everybody else is like Soonie, Soonie, Soonie. I'm such an attention whore.
You sound like my cousin, bro. My cousin fucking hated me because I was good in basketball and I could sing. She hated me.
Oh yeah, I
for
would hate
so
you too.
long.
I would hate you too. You compete.
Why?
Dude, when somebody can sing well, it's like great. Now nothing I do is good enough because she can sing. You know what I mean? It's kind of like when you're in an argument about something and then somebody's like, yeah, well, when I lived in, you know, when I was a Jew, whatever. And it's like, okay, great. Now you brought up the Jews and now I can't say anything, right? Or you bring up the Holocaust and now I can't say anything.
What?
Yeah.
Bro. But you know what? She always got attention from boys that I didn't get. So I'm like,
me?
You're over here. No, my cousin.
Oh,
you're over here jealous of me when you get attention from boys, I'm like a homie to men. Like I just yeah. There's this different way that women carry themselves that I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't. And that pisses women off. I can't tell you how many times I've had a woman say, I don't like the fact that you don't have to do anything but go in a room and converse. And I've got to sit there and put on makeup and do all these other things. Like, that's because that's what you choose to do.
Mm-hmm.
You're going there looking for something. I'm not interested. I'm here to hang out.
You know, I didn't get attention from boys.
Yes, you
Not
did.
for
Layla.
not for no, I didn't. I didn't.
In high school, yes, you did.
No, I didn't. Like, not for the right reasons.
What are the right reasons?
I think I got attention from boys because my body, like I said to you, like my body when I was in high school was the body that girls pay to have now, but back then it wasn't cool to have curves or like a big booty. It was like a flat booty was in when I was
I remember that
in high school.
Thank you, Julius. Even Julius is calling cap on you.
What do you say? No, I really listen. Next show, let me see if I can find them. Because next show, I'm gonna bring you pictures. I'm gonna show pictures of what I used to look like in high school, so you guys can see. Because Mo did not always look cute. Like I had like this unruly curly hair that I didn't know what to do with, and I was never like a cool girl. I was kind of like I was always like trailing behind girls who were like cool and liked by other guys. And I was like wishing I could be that girl, but they were always like, "Oh, you're the funny fat girl." That's what I was. You know? I was the funny fat chick. Even though I wasn't that fat, but back then I was like considered fat.
Somebody said, flat booty ain't ever been in.
Well, I don't know how old you are, but it was in back in my day.
If you were at my high school, it'd be a different story.
Oh.
See?
Well, I went to a school in California, so that should answer all your questions right there.
Yep, she just went to the wrong school.
Yeah.
Look.
I'm trying to find a high school picture of me because I know I have them in my phone.
I think I showed mine. I look the same. There's nothing that looks different about me.
Yeah, you really do. Like, you actually don't age.
I look the same. This is how I looked in high school, yo.
Dang, she came up with a picture quick as hell.
Who? I don't have it. I'm just saying, like.
Oh, you're saying this is how you look.
Yeah, this is what I looked like in Facebook. I said in Facebook in high school.
Okay, well, next show, I'm going to come with pictures of me. So you guys
It was
can
a prom
see.
photo of me and Kyle. Do you remember when I posted that?
Yeah, you actually brought it up on the show one day.
I did? Yeah.
Yeah.
I look the same, y'all.
You sure did.
Explains a lot now. What explains what?
Dude, I have literally 10,000 photos on my phone easy.
Why? There's just no need for that.
How many photos do you have?
I don't know. Not no damn 10,000. Probably 1,000 at best.
I mean, because my problem is like I screenshot things and then I forget to delete them.
So delete it. Why are you still tacking stuff on?
I don't know. I don't have time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Yeah.
Anyways, y'all. We had a good
All right.
show. Fun
I'm
show. I like the topics we discussed. We will see you guys Tuesday. I think that's it. There's nothing extra. I already mentioned the Father's Day merch.
Yes.
Sorry, I got distracted by the comments. The Father's Day merch will be dropping, and I will be giving out discount codes.
You want to just keep taking jabs at me, Birdman, or like you said, explains
somebody just
a lot.
took a major jab at me, so don't feel bad.
Yeah, but don't forget where I was born, Chicago. Okay, so what you think? Reverse that shit. I may be.
Oh, we forgot to talk about that that cringy ass
comment
event that I was a part of.
Yeah.
That I
wish we
wanted
would
to
have gotten
come.
to
I
that.
wanted to come online and be pro-black and tell all the white conservatives about themselves.
But no, see how you want to come. What we needed to tell was a story about how you were like, Mo, I was really upset about this comment. I prayed about it, and you called Mo to talk you off the ledge.
I did.
Yeah, that's what you need to. That's the
So
actual.
let me tell the story, the side of the story that lifts her up, but you have to wait till Tuesday.
You see how she said. You see how she said it.
No, I don't take no adrenochrome. I'm just black, and black don't crack. And plus, I take care of myself.
I take care of myself.
And you don't look old.
All the meat I eat and cheese I eat.
Oh, God.
I know it's all out of love. Trust me, I'm friends with Soonie. I'm used to the abuse of love. Just joking. I'm just joking. I'm done.
I'm getting off. You're
I'm
going to
done.
close
Bye,
the show by
guys.
yourself? Nope.
Okay.
Do it
Oh,
by
I can't.
yourself. I quit. I'm going on strike. I'm going on strike around here. Between you and Liddell, I'm on strike. Now y'all get everything you need to get done without me. How about that?
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to say goodbye to you. Soonie is going to rage quit. Follow me on Instagram at Let's Talk Darling. Follow me on YouTube because I may have to go into a solo career on my YouTube page at Let's Talk Darling. Don't forget that if you really love and support our show, go to our link tree in our Instagram page and donate. Support the channel. Show us some love. To those of you that already did so, we love you.
Thank you.
Good night. Okay?
Good night.
See you next.